Hello all, welcome to my channel Fueling Your Imagination. I am Madhvi, an author who documents the tales of imaginary friends and strangers. I particularly like science fiction. I have penned many short stories for quick reads on a busy day. This channel is for all the people who do not find time to read short stories. Sit back and relax. I will read it out for you. Disclaimer: this story is a work of fiction. All the characters in it are works of my imagination. Any resemblance to events, locations, characters, and names are coincidental. They do not correlate to the actual events, locations, characters, and names. Now that we are done with the disclaimer, let's talk about the new short story. I would not like to explain or describe the scene, but read it slowly so you can understand and paint a picture of imagination in your mind. This channel aims to fire your imagination with my fictional stories. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started with my new tale, Alienated in an Ancient Land. Episode 1, Part 1: The Perfect Waitress. Is she? Tanya, the order for table 9 is ready. Take it up, quick, called out Shamit. In a minute, yelled back Tanya, adjusting her skirt and retouching her makeup. Her mascara had smudged, revealing oddly shaped eyes. She quickly applied the false eyelashes and applied an ample amount of foundation cream to brighten her face. She was out in a jiffy. The order was ready in a tray. Holding it in one hand, she sprinted out of the kitchen into the dining room. Careful not to spill, yelled Shamit, seeing Tanya move at such a speed. He lowered his gaze towards the order queue displayed on the screen. The automated ordering system cut the restaurant queue by half. No extra staff were needed to take the orders or keep track of them for every table. He looked up and saw Tanya standing right in front of him. Startled, he mouthed, "Don't you do this. One of these days you're gonna give me a heart attack." Tanya mocked him. "Oh, why did my baby get scared?" She pouted, feigning ignorance. "Stop it. You're up against table 10. Check if their order is ready or update them," retorted Shamit. The hustle bustle of the kitchen area did not bother Shamit or Tanya. They talked to each other and ignored the remaining staff. The kitchen staff did the same. Nobody dared to speak with the two. Tanya and Shamit enjoyed the fear they had instilled in the hearts of the staff. "Why are you scared of the two? Could you explain it to me again?" whispered the chef, who had joined 2 days ago, to the staff washing the utensils. The chef had taken a break in the smoking room and got talking to the cleaning staff when returning to his place. "Shh! We don't speak of the two here. I will tell you on the way home," she whispered. The new chef was thinking hard. The rest of the kitchen staff are unnecessarily scared of the two. "I don't find anything intimidating about them," he thought, chopping the onions. He tried pushing odd thoughts about the two away, but couldn't help stealing glances at Shamit and Tanya. The two behaved like a couple. The chef was looking at the couple admiringly when all of a sudden Shamit's face resembled an octopus. He shook his head and looked again to find the two were quite normal. "No more smoking for the day," he mumbled and got working. He couldn't help but notice how tired Tanya was initially, but began glowing with radiance as time went on. Shamit had dark circles near his eyes at 4 a.m. in the morning. Surprisingly, he looked fresh as a daisy by afternoon. He also noticed that the staff maintained a distance from the couple and would fear touching or contacting them in any manner. He tried dismissing the thoughts about the two as his head was beginning to hurt. In the dining hall, a family of 4 was the center of attraction. The children were shouting and crying to get their parents to order their favorite dish. Tanya had playfully touched and ruffled the children's hair and pinched their cheeks to show affection. The young girl of the two children began crying loudly, asking for a sweet dish. When Tanya went to console the girl, she clutched Tanya's finger with an iron grip. It took a lot of persuasion from parents for the little girl to let go of Tanya's finger. Tanya rushed back to the kitchen area and gently caressed her finger. The base of the finger had become red and swollen. She hurried to the washroom, gently unscrewed the finger, and checked the insides. A twisted nerve connection was causing a blood clot. Carefully, she untangled the knotted nerves and fixed her finger back. It was dark in the alley. The chef and the cleaning staff were walking together. Tell me now, we are miles away from the restaurant, whispered the chef. Shh! All of us are scared of Tanya madam and Shamit sir. Because we think they aren't humans, she murmured. She was looking behind every few minutes to check if they were being followed. Are they ghosts? Why are you scared of them? Nope, much worse. They don't belong to this world. Have you seen them eat or drink? I always feel they are watching me even after I come very far from the restaurant. Now that you ask, no, I haven't seen them eat. And don't be silly. They can't hear us from this far unless they have installed a bug on us or something like that. Honestly, why would they do that? What will they gain by eavesdropping on our conversation? Uttered the chef. We think they don't sleep either. They are always confined in the restaurant. Have you seen them going out anywhere? I am new to the place, so I don't know if they go out or not. If you're so scared, why work here? Why not go someplace else? Questioned the chef. Customers tend to flock to the place. They have an attractive aura which pulls the customers here, and the pay is good. You be careful and don't touch them, she whispered, looking sideways to check if anybody was around. At the restaurant, Tanya was inconsolable. She was crying like the little girl who had visited the restaurant that morning. Shamit was gently caressing her forehead and muttering something in her ears. Tears streaming down her face, Tanya behaved like a 2-year-old throwing a tantrum to eat food. An impassive looking Shamit was trying his best to soothe and calm down Tanya. This is why I say, don't get too greedy for energy. Feed just enough. You won't absorb fears or emotions. If you take too much, their fears and pains become ours. I didn't take too much. She was sobbing and wailing like a child. That girl held onto my finger like a leech. The energy transfer happened without my knowledge. Wah! She now resembled the little girl completely. There, everything will be fine. It'll go away. Try and meditate. Thankfully, it is a full moon. Concentrate on the moon and try to forget all about the connection, consoled Shamit. She even twisted a nerve in my finger. It had swollen red. She pointed her finger and began wailing again like the little girl. Now, Tanya, behave yourself. Be a good girl and get praying, yelled Shamit, half expecting Tanya to burst out wailing again. Astonishingly, Tanya kept quiet and folded her hands to pray. Shamit quickly said, repeat after me, and began muttering the chants in an unknown language in Tanya's ears. Tanya repeated everything Shamit said and soon felt all the energy drain out of her. Her eyes looked dull and tired, but were normal. Oh God, I should be careful not to touch any children. They have so many fears and insecurities, and the energy transfer goes out of control, she mouthed, and fell unconscious. So that was episode 1. Do you think Tanya and Shamit are vampires? Who are they? Why are they here running a restaurant? Join me next week when I read the second episode. Everything is revealed at the right time. Subscribe to my channel and show your appreciation by liking and sharing this episode. Do let me know how was the story in the comments section. Take care, happy weekend, see you next week.